Hello my friends, and today we're just trying to stay warm here in the metal shop. I'm going to give you some project and some channel updates. Sorry, it seems like I do the updates a lot, but as you can see right now the Jeep is in a hibernation status, and most of the projects I have for it are pretty large projects for the underside, and clearly they're not going to be getting done right now. I'm going to try and make this video without falling. Whoa, went the wrong way. I'm walking on ice here. So yeah, the Jeep is hibernating right now. It's about 25 degrees, which is actually balmy. I mean, it's had a couple days this week where it's only been about 10 degrees for the high during the day. So yeah, nice. The garage is also on hold. They're going to start framing after Christmas, a day or two after Christmas, I'm told. So the plan was for the Jeep and work on the Jeep to begin and be worked on in that garage, which you clearly see is not gonna happen. And although they worked really fast to get the foundation done, they started, in my estimation, you know, we were 3 or 4 weeks later than I thought the project was going to start. So whatever, it is what it is. But you know, please stay tuned. I do have a lot of stuff. I've shown you a lot of the parts that I have ready to go on the Jeep YJ. I also want to mention that my Quadratec catalog has gone missing. I believe that my wife lifted it from my possession, so there will probably be Christmas presents for the Jeep, and I will share those. Christmas is only, today is the 15th, so Christmas is just a little over a week away. Today the 15th? Yeah. So Christmas is a little over a week away, and yeah, I will show you if I get anything Jeep related for Christmas. Nice wind. I'm going to give us a pause. We'll go back inside. Alright, so we're in the garage. And I didn't want to forget about, I got a lot of subscribers from the Explorer project, the Saleen Explorer Sport project, and really no updates there. It's really, I don't want to say done, a project's never done really until it's sold, but this is my daily driver, and you can see that it's covered in salt and road grime, and I'm not even going to apologize for it. That's just the way it is. I wash it when it gets warm in the wintertime a handful of times when it won't freeze into a solid block of ice after washing. But that's really in a holding pattern right now. I did have a line on some Saleen headrests from the S331. There's a guy selling a complete set of them. I'm not sure how they would work. For the Explorer, they would have the nice little S Saleen logo, but they wouldn't have the nice red stitching that my Explorer Sport headrests have. So that's a possibility. We shall see. Let me give you another brief pause here. Realistically, right now, the only thing getting a workout in the metal shop is the Yardman Snowblower. This thing is a beast. 13 horsepower, 33-inch. I've had this thing for years. I take good care of it, and it works like a champ. So yeah, I know I could bring the Jeep inside here, wheel it in and put on some of these parts. You guys have seen the parts here, but quite honestly, I don't have anything to lift the Jeep. You really need a high lift to get this thing off the ground, and some, you know, large jack stands, you know, or blocking, cribbing, something like that. Nothing I have will even lift the Jeep if I were to bring it in the workshop. That's my jack right there, you know, nice Craftsman aluminum jack. It would lift it weight wise, but it certainly doesn't go high enough. I could crank the thing all the way up, and it might just touch the frame rail in the lowest spot. So yeah, not happening. So I do have one update on the Performance Distributors Fireball ignition system that I got. Now I'm not going to name, I bought it from Amazon from a third-party retailer. You guys know that the coil, this is the factory coil. The one that I received from Performance Distributors from the Amazon reseller came in broken. So I went through a little saga there where I had written them, and you know, I had asked for a replacement, and they asked for pictures. I sent them pictures. They didn't get them. I sent them again. They got them. And on a Sunday, my wife said, "Hey, your parts came from, your car parts came from the Amazon." I'm like, "Okay." So I got downstairs expecting a small box, and instead I get this, which is the same size that the original Fireball ignition system came in. And you guessed it, you know what they did. They sent me the entire kit. So I've got a cap, a rotor, I've got the new coil, which I checked and it's not broken, and plug wires, the whole thing. They said, I may be contacted by the shipper, which I believe was UPS in this case, for the broken parts. I haven't been contacted by UPS so far. I don't think that I will be. But if they contact me, they're getting back the broken coil. So what I'm going to do is what any normal American would do. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell this kit, and I want to sell it to one of my subscribers. And just so that we're clear, okay, when I sell this, I'm going to give you the broken coil, which is in perfect working order. It's just the little tab here is broken off. So if you don't mind, holding it on with electrical tape or a zip tie, or maybe you can fashion something. I was actually going to super glue a very small zip tie right here at the end, and use the little junction bar part of the zip tie on the top here. I was going to super glue it around so that it would act as the little catch for the wiring harness. That's what I was going to do. So I'm going to sell this at a greatly reduced price, especially if you're one of my subscribers. You can hit me up in the comments if you're interested in the Performance Distributors Fireball ignition system. It comes with the spark plug wires, the top of the line, the best in the industry spark plug wires for our Jeep 4-liter engines, a new cap, a new rotor, and a brand new Screamin' Demon coil. So pretty cool. I like that. I mean, the kit was $175. All I wanted was a new coil. They sent me the whole new kit. Nice. Loving it. Loving it. Give another brief pause here, my friends. I still have an oil change to do, the first oil change to do on the Explorer. I need to toggle through all the various screens that it has, because I don't know if it has an oil life, an algorithm like some of these cars have that tell you when you need an oil change. I don't even know if that's a feature in the Explorer, but I did promise a long time ago for an oil change. I'm going to have to do that at my friend's shop on the lift. I'm not going to do that on my back here in the garage. The Jeep was lifted, I did that. So I'm going to try and get a special guest. I know I keep promising that, but I'm going to try and get a special guest to do that oil change for me. We shall see. All right, in closing, I just want to show you guys I noticed this, they had this up on the CarFix car show with Lou and Jared that's on the Velocity Network. I noticed that they had one of these re-elect Roscoe P. Coltrane for Hazard County Sheriffs. I watched the Graveyard Cars, and they just rebuilt a General Lee from that horrible Dukes of Hazzard movie. But when I was a kid, I loved the Dukes of Hazzard. That show is as cheesy as all hell now. But I made a couple of these at work and laminated them, and I'm going to hang these up in the garage. And I made one for the new garage as well. Pretty cool. I wanted to show you guys this. I don't know if you'll find it humorous or not, but the road crew in the department, the town that I work with, the highway department, took this sign down for obvious reasons. The slow children sign that somebody drew an afro on the little boy running and a knife. So very racist and very politically incorrect, but I do give them props. They took the sign down and put up a brand new one that hadn't been defaced. They gave this to me just as I have road signs, all over my garage that I've accumulated over the years. This one here is one of my favorites. I don't think I've discussed this. Maybe I have. I tend to repeat myself. If I've already gone over this, and I apologize, but the state of Massachusetts took this sign down, the Moose Crossing sign down, because somebody stuck the little Rocky the Squirrel, this huge decal on it. So the state of Massachusetts just discarded it on the side of the road, and I drove by it for 2 weeks. I used to giggle every time I saw this sign when it was still up, and I figured after it had been discarded for a couple weeks in the bushes, in the ditch there, that they weren't coming for it, and I picked it up, and I didn't think that that was stealing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on it. I plan on doing a bunch of road signs in the new garage as well. But this one here, my wife has said, don't you dare put that up in the garage. So, in deference to our overly sensitive, politically correct society of today, I probably will not. A nice original Saleen poster there, nice SC convertible, Fox Body Mustang convertible, love it. Anyway, so I know I give you guys updates all the time, but really we're in the Arctic tundra here, frozen and cold, and I'm kind of in a holding pattern. I'm going to give you garage updates as soon as I start building again, and hopefully I can bring my Jeep to my friend's shop and start scraping the frame and repainting it and doing some of those larger projects in a heated shop. So as always, my friends, I thank you so much for subscribing, for sharing my videos, for liking my videos. You know, for all the views that I get. My channel it's really flourishing at a pretty good pace. I have a feeling that in another month I may actually surpass 100,000 views, which is just incredible. It wasn't my goal when I started the channel to do any of this, but I love it. I'm dedicated to you guys and providing you good content that you want to watch once a week. So as always, my friends, thank you for watching, and take care, my friends. And don't forget to vote. Re-elect Roscoe P. Coltrane for Hazard County Sheriff. Bye.